trip to China and my most wonderful and inspirational experiences there. The two things I think that touched my heart most deeply, though the whole thing was an adventure I'll never forget, were the moment that Sister Catherine, in her 80s, who had been a missionary there and traveled with me to China, met Theresa, Sister Theresa Joseph. We were sitting in the parlor with the priest, with a government representative, and with the Passionist priest and the Diocese of Pittsburgh priest who had traveled with us. And Sister Theresa Joseph appeared in the door. Catherine stood up. They ran and embraced one another. And 40 years between 1940 and 1980 something disappeared. It was a true CSJ embrace. And I still get touched when I think about it. And then Theresa's first words did not really please Sister Catherine that much, because when she backed up and looked at her, she said, "Oh, Sister Catherine, you got old." But it was a moment of great tenderness, great recognition, and great connections between Sisters of St. Joseph. The second thing that touched my heart just as deeply, and perhaps more, was the moment that in her wise ways, Sister Theresa found a way to take me with her to show me her bedroom, so to speak. At that time in China, no male person would have been able to go with us into her bedroom. So the government representative had to scurry away and find another woman. During that time that I was there with Sister Theresa in her bedroom, I explained to her that we were not being very successful about getting her out of China, but that we wanted to reunite with her in a significant way. And I showed her our profession cross and said, "I brought this for you if you want to make your vows now again in the Sisters of St. Joseph of Baden." And in that moment, her face lit up with great light and great joy, and she said, "I do." And she recited her simple vows, put the crucifix around her neck, and gave thanks to God. I shall never forget that moment and what it means to wear the cross of a Sister of St. Joseph that goes with us from the time of our profession to the time of our funeral. And may I treasure as deeply as she did that symbol first passed on to us by Bishop de Maupas and carried in some way or another through the ages along with all the Sisters of St. Joseph all over the world. I could spend hours, but we don't have hours. So those are my two most significant memories of that reunion between Sister Theresa Joseph wanting to become a Sister of St. Joseph again before she died, and Sister Catherine representing all the years that we had been in China, embracing her as sister, as friend, and as Sister of St. Joseph.